Now, after my video defending myself against non-existent furry accusations, my community really latched onto the idea that I'm a furry. Despite countless attempts to defend myself against these accusations, it kinda just stuck as a part of my community now. Granted, I knew making a video about that was gonna make people call me a furry, but like, please, come on. At the very least, what I think we can all accept is that you can call me a furry. But that doesn't mean that any of your other favorite VTubers are any less of furries. What, you don't believe me that Filian or Vettel, or more relating to my community, I Lulu or Line Chu are furries? Well, let me give you proof. Now, since my community absolutely loves my presentations, I decided this was the best format to give it in. And yes, this is totally sponsored by Chacha your V-Mom. Anyways, here's why your favorite VTubers are furries. And thank you to Multi over there and the other person right down here. Thank you for helping with the slideshow. It was greatly appreciated. Anyways, first up is Filian. Now, Filian's a bit of an obvious one. She has the cat ears, she has the cat tail, and if my community is going to call me a furry for raccoon ears and a raccoon tail, then I get to call her one as well. Despite the cat features, she also barks like a dog. Someone may want to check what's up with that. Given this, and if you've seen me rank VTuber shower, she also probably smells like wet dog given her inconsistency to shower. Now if her fursona comes out to be a dog, it's either a chihuahua or a pug. I'm leaning more towards a pug though, just because of the way that they breathe. Next up is Rexen, Filian's lookalike brother twin something. Now, despite Filian failing in every aspect of having a romantic life, Rexen still manages to be her biggest simp. Need proof? I feel like the whole way that the nickname Lotion Guy spawned is proof in itself. Despite this, Rexen is also Filian's brother. This isn't Alabama. What do you, Despite being a recoloring of Filian, except with a little more refined attitude and a tendency to flirt with men, well, more specifically one man, his canonical dad. What's with this lore? He's still a furry. He still inhibits the same traits that Filian does. He also never responded to my DM asking whether or not he is a furry, so that in of itself must be proof. But don't worry, Rexen, I'm sure in a couple years' time, when you've run out of jokes to make about the same 3 degenerate types of VTubers, you'll easily be able to brush off your past of being a side character to the Filian streams. But as I've been told, once a furry, always a furry, so the best time to come out as one may as well be now. Next up is I Lulu. Now Lulu, it would be great if you could get your community to stop reacting with mpreg emojis every time I talk in your chat. I know I made that one joke about your tail being a plug, but please, I don't want that to be my legacy. I don't want to be the mpreg guy in your community. Anyways, I Lulu is literally a dog. If you've seen any of his videos, he is constantly acting like a furry. Barking is a pretty common thing to see from him. It's actually more common to see Lulu bark in a stream than it is to see him upload a video. Now, aside from collapsing when being called a good boy...
Good boy. Alright.
You can also see live footage of him being in a dog cage. And his response to being called a good boy is almost Pavlovian. I would say somebody needs to put him on a leash, but he would be into that. If that doesn't scream furry, I don't know what does. He definitely owns a couple of leashes and collars. If there's such thing as a PetSmart loyalty rewards program, I Lulu is definitely their top contributor. And next up is Snuffy. Now, Snuffy is also a raccoon, which does not mean that I'm one. That doesn't mean that I'm a furry, just because I'm also one. Also because I'm a raccoon, not because I'm a furry. But she has a lot of inflation art, which is pretty common amongst furries. She's also crushed on multiple furries in the past. And on that note, please do not look up Snuffy Pachirisu. It's traumatizing. That's going to be a common theme with the next couple people on this list. They are genuinely so traumatizing. Reason number 4. No, I'm not a furry. I'm not a furry. Please, no, stop calling me a furry. Stop calling me a furry. Stop calling me a furry. Please, no. We're moving on. Bao the Whale. Wait, this is very traumatizing. Bao will simp for any and all furries. I don't actually think I need to provide much of an argument here, because any video that she does is the argument itself. She also did a pregnant Vaporeon cosplay, which... Do I need to provide more evidence as to why she's a furry? I could talk about the death guy from Puss in Boots. Literally any masculine furry guy. Please, do I have to continue this? Anyways, going back to her videos, in the video down there, she was found guilty of gooning to furries in public. She has also done multiple Smash or Pass videos for furries. Multiple. Anyways, please get me off this slide. Please, let's move on. Please. Cottontail. Oh god. So, Rabbit, you can see here, Rabbit, which this art is part of that one furry cover that she did, Animal I Have Become. She also has that one Judy Hopps avatar. Oh, God. No, let's get rid of that. I don't want to see it anymore. Oh my God, that thing is scary. And yeah, if this isn't enough, she literally owns a fursuit. Like, I don't know what more. This is like the most furry thing out of anybody on this list. But yeah, Cottontail, definitely a furry. No arguments there. I think we can move on from it. Chacha. Now, Chacha actually requested that I make another video for her to react to, so it's only fitting that the video I make is one where I bully her. Chacha tends to copy the trends of every other VTuber out there, which makes sense. I mean, it is your professional job, so it makes it a lot easier if you don't have to actually do that job yourself. I mean, after hanging out with Smuggalana in VR chat, she became a React streamer as well. Now, on to why Chacha's a furry. She's done a furry roleplay on stream before, where she was roleplaying as a black cat and simping over masked men. She also claimed to have a furry addiction, which was totally not a vocal slip-up.
Not only do I have a crippling furry addiction,
and according to Doctor, she actually got surgery for her cat ears and tail, which is a lot more of a commitment than most furries are even willing to put in. Now, this is all quite damning evidence, but if we need to look one step further, I mean, Chacha, you're seeing the man. Does that sway your opinions? With how derailed her streams can get just by talking about her special interest, I'm sure there would be no difference if Kylo Ren was a furry. I mean, Chacha, does it really make that big of a difference for you whether your Star Wars fanfiction is about Kylo Ren as a furry or as a guy? Anyways, after Chacha retired from being a mom, she went on to debut as a cat. And I mean, basically all her branding and merch recently has been about her cat model. So it's not just copying Smuggalana for the React content of boys vs. girl memes, but it's also copying Filian for being a furry. Even after doing her face reveal and coming out as Pirate Software, you can still see above me, she has the cat ears in real life too. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk of why every VTuber you enjoy is secretly a furry. You are also a furry. Everyone watching this, either from my video or from Chacha's stream, you're all furries. This was totally sponsored by Chacha. I'm getting paid a total of $0 and 0 cents, so thank you very much for that.